I bet you remember this day when Polycarp Igathe declared that Johnson Sakaja, who is now the governor of Nairobi County, is corrupt to the core.
He's saying it is today. We don't even know who he is. Is your name really Sakaja? Nairobi. Careful. All of us, careful. We can no longer entertain charlatans in positions of high national responsibility. And charlatan is not an insult. It's people of questionable integrity. It's people and individuals who come to steal from you wholesale to distribute retail to their friends. And I submit to you, the man to my left will do exactly that. Careful.
Now in this video, I want us to look into 3 miscalculations of Governor Sakaja that are making Nairobians even more concerned about their governor's code of conduct. And without any further ado, let's get after it. The first one is poor coordination with elected leaders. And this is exactly the reason why Nairobi MCAs like Robert Alai and Wanjiru Shege had to inform the county that the Governor Sakaja is so incompetent to the extent that they want to seek the intervention of President William Ruto and his broad-based counterpart, Raila Odinga.
So we are here to ask both His Excellency the President and the Prime Minister, Honorable Raila Odinga, that things are getting out of hand in Nairobi. And if there is no solution to these problems, the taxpayers' money will always be used and there will never be a solution to these problems.
A few individuals at the county assemblies are paid to look away because they hold the mantle of leadership. And we believe that if things are not corrected in Nairobi, if the President and Right Honorable Raila Odinga do not stamp their foot in Nairobi, then things are going to get worse. The President is going to be constantly blamed for poor governance because he has allowed Nairobi to be managed and to be run by somebody who had no professional credence to run Nairobi. Things with Governor Sakaja are not looking good. And if they are allowed to degenerate further, the citizens of this county will continue to complain of poor services, will continue to complain that the national government is not looking after them, while the problem starts with the county here.
Sakaja's alleged lack of communication and failure to include MCS in county functions has been flagged to hinder collaborative governance, an exclusion which is believed to be derailing progress and worsening Nairobi's governance crisis. Now, the second miscalculation is Sakaja's flood management failures. Now, Governor Sakaja's motto has always been Lazima Iwak, quote unquote, and this has now been transformed into Lazima Idrown due to the flooding crisis in the city, especially during rainy seasons when the city turns into oceans.
But I want to show you the impact of the 2 months of rain on one of Kenya's most exclusive neighborhoods. Where I'm standing, you see the water up to my knees. Is actually part of, this used to be a wall. This is a broken down wall from past flooding. But I want to show you across the wall over on the other side because that courtyard is completely flooded and the water is higher than my entire height. And I'm 5'9", so that is no small feat. This is one of Nairobi's most exclusive neighborhoods. These are high-end properties, mansions, fancy hotels. We're just a few hundred meters from the UN office in Nairobi. And that is what you see over there. That's the reality of the flooding that Kenya has been seeing over this past 2 months. So I'm just going to walk over across the road because that water is coming from that compound across the road. This road is officially closed, but that has not stopped people from using it all the same because this is one of the easier ways to get to where they're going instead of getting rerouted.
Now, instead of coming up with a solution to this problem by lobbying and consulting relevant government agencies, Sakaja has developed this tendency of blaming outdated 1960 infrastructure rather than implementing modern solutions. Now, this has been a recurring issue with the public continuously being frustrated over lack of tangible improvement. The third and more profound miscalculation is the revenue collection and financial mismanagement. Now, here's the take. Sakaja decided to revert revenue collection from KRA to county officers, and the consequence was that this move became linked to a 1 billion drop in revenue for a period of about 6 months. The reason for this could only be corruption and inefficiencies, because if the county government is collecting revenue and people are not seeing how this money is being used, it can only mean that the money is being eaten. Issues like, stalled hospital projects, including that of Mama Lucy Kibaki, unpaid county bills, unpaid suppliers. Such are the things that have fueled perception of mismanagement. Now, at the end of the day, this is just but my opinion. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Hit the like and subscribe button for more informative content such as this. And if you're here for the first time, please check out my YouTube channel, and I guarantee you will be treated to a ton of recent content of this nature on politics, policy, and governance issues in our country. I am committed to informing, educating, and entertaining in a manner that mainstream media cannot. All right, this is all that I had for you in this video. Let us meet up in the video that's coming right after this.